Hello my Illuminates, it is Ivy and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hello! My name is Ivy, also known as Intuitive Ivy. I'm here on YouTube and also on my Instagram and on my TikTok, which I will post down in the link below. I am the co-owner of an amazing spiritual business company called Unearthly Treasures, where we sell all sorts of spiritual and witchy stuff. And I'm also the host of a podcast called The Woo Woo Podcast, which is available on Spotify, as well as other platforms, which I'll also post down in the link below. Anyways, hello, hi, my name is Ivy. If you are new here, this channel is all about the magical, the mystical, and the supernatural. I post videos 3 times a week, Mondays being for the magical, Wednesdays being for the mystical, and Fridays being for the supernatural. So if you are into one or all 3 of those things, please consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on that notification bell to be notified when I post. Anyways, hi, hello. Today is a Supernatural Friday. So we're going to be talking all about a subject that really gives me the creeps, and it's something that I've held off on for so long because I don't know what it is about children spirits and children entities that scare the shiznit out of me. Like, I'd much rather see the Hat Man in my room than a little child shadow person in my room. I don't know why. I don't know if kids just scare me. I have 2 kids, so they can be scary. What better way to face your fear than exposure therapy? We're going to be talking about the black-eyed children. So let's go ahead and get started. Who are the black-eyed children and where did they originate? So the black-eyed children are just that, children with black eyes. They can come up to you and appear to be completely normal, and they dress just like anyone. Sometimes there's reports of them having outdated clothes, but other than that, they pretty much look like any other child. And their ages usually range between like 6 years old to 16 years old, so they're literally children. The only warning sign that these kids are not human is when you finally make eye contact with them, you notice that they have no eyes. These children usually appear at nighttime. You'll see them knocking on your door at home. You might be ready to go to bed. You might be ready to have dinner with your family, and you'll just hear a knock on the door. You open the door, and there's these children looking down, and they ask to come inside because they need to call their parents so that they can go home. But if you let them in, that's when things take a really dark turn. So who exactly are these black-eyed children? I don't know why my voice just changed into this like I try not to do that. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and get started with the encounter. Let's talk about a story of an encounter with the black-eyed children. So this isn't the very first story. I thought it was. This is just a documented story that basically led to this big explosion of people saying that they've seen the same encounter and the same thing. But it all started in Vermont. There was an elderly couple who were about to have dinner when all of a sudden there was a knock at the door. The wife got up and opened the door to see 2 children. They said, "Can we come in? Our parents will be here soon." So the wife hesitated a little bit, but she eventually let the children in. The children sat down and everything was nice and quiet. And then the children asked, "Can we go to the restroom?" And that's when the wife turned around and looked the children in the eyes and saw that their eyes were pitch black. No irises, no whites around the eyes, nothing, just blackness. The children went to the bathroom, and when the wife turned around and told her husband, "Did you see their eyes?" the husband began coughing up blood, just out of nowhere. And then the lights went out. The lights went as black as the children's eyes, and the children started giggling from down the hall, saying, "Our parents are here." Then the kids ran out the door, leaving the door wide open. The wife looked over down to the end of the road where she saw a car and two very slenderly tall people inside of it. She waved goodbye, but the tall slenderly figures just ignored her and drove off with the children in the car. Over the course of that week, things got really, really strange. The wife began seeing a lot of weird occurrences, and then 3 out of their 4 cats ended up going missing that week, and the 4th one was found dead in a pool of its own blood. By the end of the week, the husband ended up going to the doctor where he was diagnosed with an aggressive form of skin cancer. After hearing about this, there was a magazine that reached out to them and did a whole story and interview, and that's when it reached across the world and people began talking about their own experiences with these black-eyed children. Often seeing these children while they're driving late at night down the end of the road, sometimes even appearing in the shadows of their room as they're going to sleep. Sometimes in a state of sleep paralysis, and sometimes when they wake up in the middle of the night after having that feeling that someone was watching them, only to find that there was a child with black eyes just staring right at them in the middle of the night. Things definitely took an interesting turn because as we are seeing more and more of these stories come to light, people are speculating that these occurrences are becoming more frequent. So apparently there's a spot where a lot of black-eyed children have been spotted in the UK. So there is a story that I looked up about a girl who was about 19 years old when she's just hanging out with her friends at some sort of like beauty spot, when all of a sudden a little girl about the age of 6 to 8 years old runs by and starts shouting, "Mommy, help! Mommy, help!" And the 19-year-old girl runs after this little girl. The little girl hands her a slip and runs away. Now, the 19-year-old calls the police and the police do an investigation, and nothing seems paranormal at first until they find no trace of this little girl, and they realize that this was a very active spot where in the 1960s, a man by the name of Raymond Morrison started killing a lot of children. And so they believe that these are the spirits of these children that are roaming that area. So a scientific explanation for this whole black-eyed children thing is that there was a chemical leak in the area that leaked around. There was a chemical leak in the area, and scientists are saying that it's causing some sort of mass hallucination that has been around for 32 years, and people are seeing these black-eyed children as a result of mass hallucination from a chemical leak that lasted 32 years. I said that twice, but I just want to be sure that that just sounds more far-fetched to me than it being a ghost. Right? Am I tripping? So what do you guys think the black-eyed children are? Do you guys think that they are aliens? Do you guys think that they are, some people speculate that they're vampires? Do you guys think that they're ghosts? Do you agree with the demonologists when they say that they're demons or the devil himself? Or do you guys think that it's some sort of mass hallucination brought on by some sort of chemical leak? Yet people are saying that they see them all over the world. Is there a chemical leak that we don't know about that's occurring all over the world other than smog? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions, and if you have any sort of creepy tale or some sort of supernatural experience with these beings, please definitely let me know down in the comments down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!